Hello, welcome back to another episode of More Than Friends. My name is Tashi, and with today's episode, I'm actually going to give you an approach style technique that you can use to go talk to women in real life. Let's get off dating apps. We're just wasting time most of the time. We're trying to talk to strangers, so let's go talk to girls in real life, and it's actually just going to increase your chances so much more. All right, with this approach technique, it's actually one that you can use in a coffee shop or a restaurant, somewhere where you're ordering food or ordering a drink and you're waiting in line. Yeah, pretty much in any line you can do this. So I actually want to give you an example of an approach technique that happened to me when I was in New York City. So I'm in line at the coffee shop. There's a whole refrigerator next to me. There's a bunch of oatmeals and all different types of chia, whatever. There's a whole bunch of food on the side while we're waiting in line. And then this guy comes up behind me, waiting in line behind me. And girls are just observant. I could tell he was looking at me. So I was in the fridge and I grabbed this oatmeal, and there's different flavored ones. I got a peanut butter one. And then the guy turns to me and he's like, all right, I've never been here before. Do you know any good oatmeal I should try? Which flavor's the best? And I was just actually, I'm not from here. I've never been here before either. I just got the peanut butter because I feel you can't go wrong with that. And then he's like, you're right. Good idea. And he grabs it and he's like, wait, so where are you from then? If you're not, because I said I'm not from here. So he's like, oh, where are you from then? And that's what you do, is you find a piece of whatever she says and let's read it. You look like you'd know your cookies. And then it's just an easy way to make conversation. It's how you would talk to anybody, any stranger when you're out. It's a polite way to start a conversation instead of just saying to a girl hey, you're so gorgeous, I just wanted to talk to you, blah, blah. That's a little bit forward. A girl feels okay, now I need to decide within a few seconds if I like you or not, because you're calling me pretty. I need to quickly figure it out. But now I have to decide off of just your appearance. Instead of when you make a friendly conversation with her first, then she feels oh, I'm actually getting to know him a little bit, feeling him out. And then she can decide oh, maybe I am a little bit interested because you're being a normal person, I can have conversation with you. And back to that coffee shop technique is that he just talked about the oatmeal, then he led the conversation into other topics. He didn't just stay on talking about the oatmeal. He was oh, what do you do? Why are you out here? What's LA like? Blah, blah, blah. So he made conversation and switched topics. You need to switch topics because that creates more comfort for the girl. She feels she's getting to know you because now she knows your hobbies, your interests, or where you're from. Now she knows more about you, instead of if we just kept talking about the oatmeal or the coffee place, all she knows is that you like the oatmeal and you've never been to this coffee place. It doesn't really make her feel comfortable enough to give you her phone number. So to go over that technique again, it is you just make polite conversation about asking her her opinion on something. If you're ordering food or what's a good thing to get here, that's an easy thing to do. You're just making polite conversation. You can talk about what you observe in the place and make conversation on that subject. That's also great for shy girls, when girls seem kind of shy. If you talk about things outside of them, if you're not asking a girl hey, where are you from? What do you do? What's your interest? Some shy girls would be oh my God, you're only talking about me. I feel a lot of pressure, and they try to get out of the conversation. So if you talk about things around you guys, it will help a shy girl open up to you. So that's just a little tip to just add in there. Because I used to be a former shy girl. So I liked when people pointed and talked about things around me, because then I could be yeah, that is weird, or yeah, it is hot in here. And I could talk about something else. But when you put all the attention on the girl, they can get more shy. So just in case you meet a shy girl. But yes, I hope these approach help you, and I can't wait to hear about the hottie that you meet out in real life. The more we meet people in real life, you're just raising your chances of meeting somebody you'd actually be into. Because even for you, don't you want to enjoy the girl interaction that you're having too? You want to feel her out just as much as she needs to feel you out. So let's get away from the dating apps and things like that. Let's go talk to those hotties in real life, so you can like feel it out. No more catfishing, all that lame shit. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want to talk to me more one-on-one, my account is Tashi, TASHIE 999. And that's where we can, talk to each other a little bit more, get to know each other one-on-one. And I'll have more episodes and more advice coming next week. So tune in. Thank you for joining me. I love you. Mwah.